with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Black 80!
58, come on! Tackles! Undercross!
First carry for James Conner. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Set protein spill!
Right back to Conner here on first. Fighting through it, he's got space. 30, 20, 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 57 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown. Benny Snell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 23. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken very short.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
On first and 10 is counter. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second and 11 now, Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, flag 20. 56, right there, 56. Watch the screw.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. They'll go with Snell here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, wahoo!
On second and 9, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Redskins take over.
That's it, baby. We gon' punt.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First carry for Darius Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. All tied up, 6-6, our score after 1. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Gibson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. 21 yards there on third down. Yeah, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
50.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A quick throw complete to Washington. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
All right, now. 230. 66.
Let's go, Dick. Gonna be a long day.
On first down, Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Black 20.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Okay.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On play action, Haskins. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to not.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
That, like 20.
58, come on.
Monday. These two.
58, Mike, 58.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On the draw, Connor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
230.
Mike's 56. Hey.
77.
56 to Mike.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going for it all. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
This time, Haskins will look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Let's go. Let's go. Watch
Haskins will throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now Haskins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins is going to fire one deep over the middle. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement, so now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
At the Steelers' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Take it.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Slam.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set! 230. Hatchet. 50. Hey, alert.
You got a tap right there.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Roethlisberger now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
180. Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, alert 3. Alert, alert. Show that bench release and go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger going deep to the end zone for Juju. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No spacing.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
I got one. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fighting through. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready? Flag 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper.
Switch gears.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Switch, Nicker, 66. Quarter. General West. Bang. Hey, Haywood.
Now it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
180. Nicker.
56, hey, pick your game up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Nicker, now spin. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jack 16.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
22 jet bomber.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Flag, right there.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 5 now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Deuce.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss. This is Geis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And, look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
198. 98's the mic.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
198.
They're going on fourth down. Haskins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Counter on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. Second down coming up. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Counter. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
50, 230.
They'll try and run forward with Counter. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Counter. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check the outs. Check the out. Check the out.
Roethlisberger will hand to Counter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire